I'll be back, Gortash. I will be back.
Myself, but I suppose it keeps the city watch at bay. Some act as though displaying bare flesh.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning?
Your father's involved, which means it's worth hearing her out.
Mizora's always worth hearing out. That's what makes her so dangerous. We'll have answers soon enough. Mizora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
It seems Grand Duke Stelmane's been murdered. Did you know her at all?
I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
I sense there's something more to this story. Yeah.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say.
Gone before her time. It sounds like... Gone before her time, it sounds like. What a tragedy.
Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was Tadpole. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, he must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
Bye. To the lower city! Yes. There we go.
must agree, this is ludicrous. How are we meant to survive without our livelihoods?
My herd are dairy goats. I bet they're going to slaughter them, the poor things.
Plowman Zoc. Asparagus Molly. Turnip Bubs. Crucivisal.
Are they gonna pay us for the animals they take? Like elves they are!
My husband's still in the outer city with the few cows we have left. How am I going to tell him we have to give them up?
I'm sorry.
Breathe deep and move.
What is that gonna do us?
Lovely.
I'll give it a shot.
Execution notice.
Floric, former advisor to Duke Ravengard, has been found guilty of treacherous and seditious activity against the people of Baldur's Gate. She will be executed 5 days hence.
Alright. Okay.
I hope so.
Mistress likeness. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day?
Who are you?
I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need.
What can I do in here?
Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls.
Okay, cool. So let's see, we have Saluna, we have Mistra, we have, oh boy, where's my mouse? There we go. Helm and Tyr. But of course we can always statue of the gods.
Let's have a
Oh.
look.
Well, if I can just, illustrate Lady Silverhair. Oh, okay. Judge of the Damned. Oh, okay. Gnome Father. Exile. Alright. Take that. Okay. All right.
History of a city itself.
You two must submit to Lord Gortash if you are to be saved.
There's the ink house, but wait. Oh, there's the doors. Before I end stream, I am.
Tavern. I wonder if my old things are still there. They could be of use to you.
I want to have a word.
Well, well, look what the bugbear dragged in. Can't believe we both made it to the city, and with our limbs attached.
What are you doing here?
Working. What else? Alan's short on coppers. The counting house is screwing him over. He was willing to hire anyone who'd work for cheap. And I'm nothing if not cheap.
Never call yourself cheap, Lacrissa.
Oh, you are smooth, hero. I knew there was a reason I missed you. I need to get back to work, but stick around. You brighten the place up.
Well, I'll be back to talk to your boss.
Stelmane's parlor. A place to receive clients and informants. I wonder if it's as I remember it.
Probably not.
Oh, bollocks! I told those idiots not to let anyone through. You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good.
Are you Devella? Valeria sent me.
To fetch her another bottle of mead, no doubt. Yes, I'm Devella, the unfortunate colleague. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stelmane's dead, and I've got to find who killed her.
Well, in that case... There's more at stake than Stelmane's murder now that Ball himself is involved.
Ball? That's exactly what I... Wait. How do you know about that?
Tell her everything.
Gods. That's it. Proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see? A research project of sorts. I knew my conclusions were sound. But this... I never expected this. I'll tell you what I know. A century ago, there was a man. Saravok Anchev. He was a child of the god of murder, Baal. He ruled the Iron Throne, a dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms-dealing network. There, Saravok amassed an army and sought to become a god. Under his stewardship, the Baal temple was revived. And with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed. And to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthal. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. That list you spoke of confirms I'm right. The Baal cult is back. And someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work.
Ball has a new chosen in Baldur's Gate.
God save us all if you're right. But I believe it. Whoever it is, they're intimately familiar with Saravok's work. The brutality of the killings is on a par with Saravok's own. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reference to these murders. a certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts, the depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here. Help the city out. I bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence.
What about the other victims on the list? The ones who are still alive?
There are patriarchs on the murder target list. I'm oathbound to secure them first, so I'll be heading to the upper city next. While I'm there, the other potential victims will be at risk. Could you warn them?
Yeah, I'll just do what your boss has threatened you with. The Flaming Fist should be protecting everyone, not just the upper city folk.
Not from round here, are you? We're in Baldur's Gate. This is just how things work.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. That's
Of
all I
course
can
you
ask.
disapprove.
And more than I hoped. Once I'm done with the Patriarchs, I'll head to Basilisk Gate to have another go at convincing my superiors to put some resources into this matter. Meet me there if you've anything more to report. And good luck.
And with that...
How say? I were a druid.
What's that? Given your memory issues, perhaps you could read it.
It's you! Look at us! We made it to the city! We made it to the Elfsong Tavern!
I'm glad to see you safe, Alfira.
And are you? Never thought I'd live to perform for the greatest audience in the realms. The entirety of Baldur's Gate. Larissa lets me practice up here when she's on shift downstairs. She's too good to me. But you... I have a bone to pick with you, oh brave adventurer.
Uh-oh. Oh dear, am I in trouble?
Big trouble. The most trouble you've ever been in. I've decided I'm not going to perform in the Elfsong. Mainly because only the Elfsong itself is allowed to perform. I'm going to open up a school of bards. The best in the realms. To usher in a new age of magic and musicianship. And it's because of you that I dare to dream big enough.
That's wonderful, Alfira. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. That means a lot. I wanted to tell you first because, well, you inspired me to do it. Here. My very first lute. Tuned to perfection.
Aww.
Thought you'd appreciate it when I'm rich and famous. Take care, my friend. Thank you for helping a stumbling bard in a druid's grove find her spark again.
You're welcome. Okay, now where did I find that stone? Where's that stone? Oh, right there. Found it. Alright, now where's that hatch? Where's the hatch? Where's the hatch? Oh god. This always happens. I come up here and I can't find the hatch, so I can't go back down because I can't find the hatch. Alfira, where's the hatch? Oh, there it is. Found it. I'm just a little blind, it's fine. Alright, time to persuade a barkeep to let me stay in the Elfsong for free. Look at loot help button helps me a lot.
Oh,
yeah, me too.
Pull up a seat. If you can find one spare, that is.
Me too, distraction. I'm looking for a place to stay. Business going well.
With all this talk of war, what else are folk to do but drink? I reckon the murder we'd had something to do with it too. Got punters all intrigued. On that morbid note, what can I get you fine self?
I'm looking for a place to stay.
I tell you what, the murder upstairs has brought some punters, but it's also really spooked folk out of renting rooms. If we get you staying up there, perhaps folk will calm down and realise there's naught to worry about. You can have the whole upstairs floor until this killer thing blows over.
Perhaps I could get a discount on the accommodation?
Charity! In Baldur's Gate. Good one.
You want 200 gold to sleep next to a murder scene? Really? Missed it by one. Well, I think I win. I think I got it.
Keep your voice down about the bloody murder upstairs. Top floor's all yours. If it gets a bit too noisy at night, well, don't sleep above a pub.
And just like that, we're sleeping in a nice establishment for free. And you don't have to worry about food, because all you have to do go to camp. Where's the hatch? You go over to this little dumbwaiter, and they'll give you one, what is it? What are they called? Supply packs each night, like each day. So honestly, I could probably sell all of my provisions, because in Act 3, as far as I have been seen, you won't get kicked out. Ever. So I could literally just sell all of my provisions, get a frick ton of money for it, and then just use the dumbwaiter each and every day. Because that's 40 supply points that you need for the night automatically. Oh, you didn't sleep in the hotel your first playthrough? Yeah, I stumbled across sleeping in the hotel by accident my very first playthrough. When I got to Act 3, of course. My first, like, couple of playthroughs, I never got past half of Act 2. And that's because every time I played, the game-breaking patches would come up, And so it's like, okay, well now I have to start over. Now I have to start over. I couldn't get past it. But, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so I think that is where... Oh, boy. Alright. I wasn't gonna pay for a room. I collected all the food. Mine or not. Fair enough. Yeah, that's why I like that little persuasion that you can do, because it's like, dude, I'm not paying money to sleep next to a murder scene to do, promotion for an establishment for you. No. You want the Elfsong to look better by having me sleep in your guest room next to a murder. No. Alright guys, I'm gonna end it here. Next time we play, which I am really hoping will be next Wednesday, next Wednesday morning, we'll be talking to Cora Highberry, who, as you all probably saw on my last playthrough, her name is on the murder list. So we're gonna help her out. And I am hoping, next playthrough to get to Sorcerer's Sundries right over here afterwards as well. But so next Monday, that's coming up in like, what, like 3 days, I will be getting a procedure done, and there is a possibility that I may have to be gone for a few days, so I do not know if there will be a stream at all next week. I am hoping to stream next week, but unfortunately, I'm unsure. But I will be back this afternoon at between 3:30 and 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I will be continuing my Undertale Genocide run. And currently we are grinding monsters. We're grinding monsters in the quiet waterfall. That's what the place was. Jesus, I got there eventually. We're killing monsters in Waterfall. So, I invite you all to join me then, between 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I hope you all have a wonderful lunch break, and as always, stay sizzlin'.